Up next on Good Taste, smoked pork chops with root beer glaze and barbecue shrimp and grits are just for starters. All at a state fair like no other.
We call it queso blanco.
Plus, a wine bar bonanza with a sensational setting, delicious food, and a chef with a sense of humor.
You kind of twist it up under itself, the top.
No one look. Then move over a motel. A big city chef brings gourmet dining to the hill country.
And then I come out here with chickens in the back and pig and...
You're in Texas now. Good Taste starts right now. Hi everyone, welcome to Good Taste. I'm Tanji Patton. Each week we take you on a taste tour around Texas. This week we're starting at the State Fair. Not the State Fair you're thinking about. This one is in Houston, and the flavors here are as big and bold as the state of Texas. Prepare to be dazzled. Flavors here are as big as the state of Texas.
It tastes really good and really fresh.
We're talking super high quality, scratch-made comfort food, all at State Fair Kitchen and Bar in Houston. Here, home style is taken to new heights.
It's not your everyday mama's grilled cheese. It's awesome.
The menu is loaded with local flavors like New Orleans-style barbecue shrimp and familiar names like Fulton's street-style shrimp cocktail, named for the street in Houston's 3rd Ward.
This is our Sabine Pass gumbo.
Oh man,
A lot of flavor.
that is so good. State Fair is a really cool space. There are more than 40 local and imported beers on tap. Cocktails here are crafted with care, infused with fresh ingredients like the spicy apple martini, garnished with star anise.
There's a lot more going on.
You're former big Mr. CEO, hotel executive, and you're the restaurant. I've been such a fan of the things you do for so long. How did you two come together?
Well, we were on a dating site together. No,
Yeah.
I'm joking.
All joking aside, this is a serious partnership between two longtime friends who know how to produce seriously delicious food. The idea? Recreate the dishes they both loved growing up.
So this is our chili. We call it Jimmy's Texas Red.
This is Jim's own Texas-style recipe with no chili powder, no tomato, and no beans. Just hand-cut beef simmered down with roasted ancho and pasilla chilies and a shot of Shiner Bock beer.
Jim's chili's really, I have to have probably a cup of it every other day.
Oh man, that's good. I can imagine that on a Frito pie. Talk about bring back memories. They've got that too. A Frito pie unlike any you've had at any other state fair. A big ladle of Jim's smoky chili makes the house-made Hatch chili con queso taste all the better. The jalapenos and cheddar top it all off.
We call it queso blanco.
Hatch chilies are the best. That Hatch chili con queso is amazing on the chili cheese fries, too. And we're just getting started. State Fair's menu is huge.
Now there's, I don't know, 70 or 80 dishes or some crazy number on the menu, and they really represent this part of Texas.
Like this Texas caviar salad with black-eyed peas, paired up with 2 deviled eggs, topped with bacon.
Well, Lee has more great ideas before breakfast time than I'll have in a month or two.
One example, the delicious homemade dill pickle dip.
It's a dish that our family has for every holiday.
So Jim recreated it for the restaurant.
And I messed with it a little
We
bit.
messed with it a little bit.
And took it one step further by adding the perfect barbecue potato chip.
I think they're the best barbecue potato chips going.
They are delicious. And so is the chicken fried ribeye steak. Jim worked 5 months to perfect it.
It was tender.
The secret ingredient? a splash of strong black coffee in the gravy.
And I love gravy, so this is good gravy.
The guru of gravy is also the wizard of the roux.
The difference between just right and burnt in a large pot on a hot stove is about 5 seconds.
Wow! The perfect mix of flour and fat is the first step in making State Fair's fabulous smothered catfish and tasso ham etouffee.
We're gonna make a little stew.
Constant stirring keeps the heat consistent and prevents lumps from forming. Adding garlic and onion cools it down until it gets shiny.
Chemically, what's going on is we want the water that comes out of the onions to go away and concentrate its flavor. And it can only do that in a hot environment.
Were you a chemistry major?
No, heck no. No, but food is all about physics and chemistry.
It really is. In goes the wine, chicken stock, then the veggies.
It's starting to get the thickness that I want, so I'm gonna add my ham.
And the tasso has so many more additional spices we're adding to the mix, right?
Yes, it'll flavor the dish a lot.
You can taste the passion in every bite.
If you cook with love, the food knows it. And the food whispers that to your guest, and then your guest knows it and it tastes better.
State Fair is awesome. Coming up, it's music to our ears. Gourmet masterpieces from a Motown chef who made the switch to country life without missing a beat. But next, we're singing the praises of Pinots, Sauv Blancs, and Chardonnays with a wine master who sees all kinds of goodness in every single glass.
You can explore the whole world through a glass of wine.
We'll save you a sip when we come right back. Good things come from Cisco. Welcome back, everyone. Let's do a little wine tasting. Wine tasting like it ought to be. Fun, informative, and downright delicious. You'll savor every last sip at the Rotten Bunch. Could be we found the ultimate wine bar with the most unexpected of names. This place is sharp and sophisticated,
You want me to pour you a little bit so you can try it?
Sure.
yet laid back and fun.
I really like it a lot. We've had great appetizers and the wine is awesome.
You'll find it all in far north Austin at the Rotten Bunch Wine Bar and Kitchen.
We call ourselves the Rotten Bunch to kind of keep us honest.
To take the snob out of
Exactly.
being a wine bar, right?
Exactly. It's just a beverage. It's something you should have every day. It's just rotten grape juice and it's delicious. Don't worry about it.
Here, you can escape from the everyday without the drive downtown. Inside this cozy nook is an open kitchen and wraparound bar. Out back, a casual, family-friendly patio.
It's a good combination of nice wine and a good pairing with some really fine food.
Fine food, all right, with interesting twists on traditional flavors. Your guacamole, it's not guacamole, it's
Oaxacamole.
Oaxacamole.
Yes.
All right, yeah, let's try it. That Oaxacamole is drizzled with spicy sesame peanut sauce, then served with home-baked crackers seasoned with cumin and toasted pepitas. So the ceviche is one of your more popular items as well, right? There are a lot of popular items.
There's a lot of popular items.
Their South Pacific ceviche has a tropical twist with cured tuna, fresh cucumber, and coconut milk. Oh my gosh, I've never had cucumber in ceviche like this. Salads shine here too, like this gorgeous roasted beet sensation with Middle Eastern za'atar seasoning, topped with olive oil, honey, and yogurt, sprinkled with toasted walnuts.
I love that it's a neighborhood place where you can just come at the end of the day and sit and have a drink or so.
Chef Eric Williams opened the Rotten Bunch so he would have a place to go in his neighborhood. After all, his colorful resume taught him a lot about wine and food.
I'd say a lot of my personal inspiration comes from the Mediterranean, especially Italy, and then the southern part of the United States.
Eric's culinary journey started in an unlikely spot, an oil rig off the coast of New Orleans.
Started out cleaning toilets, making beds, waking people up.
Not a real fun job.
Oh, it was great. It was great. I was really happy when I worked my way into washing dishes.
3 years later, he was running the catering crew. Soon after, he worked in kitchens in Austin and later in Napa Valley, where wine became a passion. a big passion. The Rotten Bunch boasts an award-winning wine list.
But I found that you can explore the whole world through a glass of wine.
Most places list wine by region or variety, but here, it's all about style.
And so we have style categories. So my Chablis is going to be in my Stone and Chalk section. My Northern California is going to be in my Voluptuous White. And then as a guest, you can just, those are really plain English words you can kind of understand.
They bring out different surprises and we get to sample them, so it's excellent.
It's a great way to experiment and discover new wines.
Actually, our server, he is so great at marrying the wines so well with everything.
And the pairing too, because he's like, before we can even decide what you're going to drink, we need to talk about the food.
Speaking of food, one of my favorite dishes here, the delicious truffle burrata. Burrata's like mozzarella on steroids.
Right,
It's even better.
So we've got our mozzarella curd here. We're going to drop it into our salted hot water.
It's actually pretty easy to make. The curd goes into really hot water until it's soft and pliable.
All right, so now we're going to stretch this.
Shouldn't break, or should it?
No, you want to try not to. And it's going to start to get kind of a glistening finish.
Look to it.
I've kind of folded it in on itself. It looks like a little button mushroom, doesn't it? Yeah, so cute.
All right.
So you kind of twist it up under itself, the top.
No one look. Once it's smooth, in goes a big scoop of cream.
And that's the burrata.
Oh, look at that. It's plated with buttery sautéed leeks, asparagus, and garnished with Spanish prosciutto, salt, pepper, and just the right amount of truffle oil. All served with their homemade focaccia.
I'm gonna get some too. Right?
No words needed. It's that good. Happy holidays, everyone. We're all cooking in our kitchens this time of year, and today is no different. I'm with the culinary director from H-E-B, Scott Tompkins, celebrating probably the ultimate holiday gift, right?
Yes, it definitely is. So salt blocks. So we actually carry these salt blocks at H-E-B. They're great, and they're only $24.
And you're going to show us how you can even do something as simple as veggies, right?
Yes, you are going to do some delicious salt block sauteed veggies. We've got our broccolini here. Now, obviously, we're going to make for the holidays. We made a béarnaise sauce. This is a really fast béarnaise sauce. This is really simple. It's melted butter. We don't have to make no clarified butter necessary. And we're just going to do everything in an immersion blender, or you could also do this just in your regular blender.
Either way, it's
very
foolproof.
Easy. So go ahead and just drizzle olive oil on our broccolini, and you can go ahead and start sauteing it. Obviously, no extra seasoning is necessary as we are cooking on a salt block.
So we're just going to set our broccoli
Yeah, just
on
set a few
salt
on
block.
there. Exactly. So I'll make the béarnaise while you're doing that. So we're just going to emulsify this. Thank you. Yeah, two hands is good if you got a helper in the kitchen.
Yeah, just a little at a time, right?
Little at a time, we want to get that emulsion going here. And we're using a whole butter, a really nice high-fat butter.
Once you're done with the blender, it's ready.
Nice and thick, ready to go. So we'll do a little fancy plating for your broccoli here.
All right.
So we'll do a little dollop.
Yeah, you chefs make that look so easy.
For your broccolini.
Broccolini, and you just lay it in.
Just lay it on there really simply, yeah. This is a great side dish, but it's also something that's just, it's impossibly easy because it was just literally olive oil and the salt block, and that's it.
It's a
It's a
no
good
mess.
flavor.
Thank you.
You're
Happy
very welcome.
holidays.
Happy holidays to
We've
you.
got the recipe online, and those awesome salt blocks are at H-E-B. My wine finds are coming up, but next, a big city chef brings gourmet cooking to a hill country bistro, where the word bacon is said very quietly. A pet pig.
Pet pig, right?
Only in Texas. Don't go away. Good Taste will be right back. Good Taste with Tanji is brought to you in part by H-E-B. Hard to believe that so many gorgeous gourmet dishes come from this tiny little kitchen.
I'm not sure what it's called, but it's pasta and shrimp, and it's amazing.
Food you'd expect to find at an uptown restaurant. But it's all here at this cozy cottage in the Texas hill country town of Pipe Creek, an inviting spot called Backyard Bistro. The place oozes country charm, adorned with vintage memorabilia from the fun and funky antique shop out front. Oh,
How are
Now,
you?
is he a tame pig? You might say the spot is pet-friendly, too. A pot-bellied pig lives next door. A pet pig.
Pet pig, right?
Only in Texas, right?
Only in Texas, what the heck?
Yeah, right? What the heck? No worries. The big guy is not on the menu. Instead, there are juicy prime steaks, along with fresh seafood, prepared to perfection, like this pan-seared salmon, drizzled with a tangy mango Thai chili sauce, paired with farm-fresh sautéed okra and a fluffy rice pilaf. There are plump house-made crab cakes, served on a bed of tender pasta, sautéed with garlic, onions, tomatoes, and fresh herbs, all in a lemon butter sauce. Or the savory pork brisket, bathed with a creamy poblano sauce, atop a pile of buttery mashed potatoes with sautéed garden-fresh veggies. Shh, don't tell Wilbur. All from a chef who earned his culinary chops in the Motor City. Chef Aaron Gonzalez grew up in Detroit and learned how to cook upscale cuisine working at Neiman Marcus in Troy, Michigan. 7 years ago, his brother lured him to South Texas.
I thought I would be downtown in the city, and then I come out here with chickens in the back and pig, and
You're in Texas now.
I'm in the country, yes.
He worked in local eateries and started using the little house behind the antique shop for private parties and catering. Eventually, the shop owner convinced him to open a full-fledged restaurant. But there was still a few things he needed to learn about country cooking.
I tried to incorporate some of the stuff I learned up north, but then I had to adjust when I moved down here because it's a little different.
Like how to cook chicken fried steak.
Yeah, it's something I never heard of until I came down here.
Really?
Yeah, so we...
They don't have chicken fried steak in Michigan?
They might, but I never seen it.
It's clear locals love it because the place is packed every weekend.
We actually had our wedding reception here.
Aaron's just been a blessing. I mean, he gets it. He's a chef that gets the herb garden, gets the farm fresh eggs. You know, he's amazing.
Oh yeah, we have fresh basil still right now. We used to have some tarragon, but that's left us.
Is there anything that surprised you about being a chef in a small Texas country restaurant?
It surprised me that the people would show up over here. It's surprising, but then it's satisfying to see that.
And a lot of the people who do live out here really appreciate good food.
Oh, and they support us. You know, we have customers bringing us vegetables and eggs and all kinds of stuff.
They use those fresh eggs and veggies in the menu every week. Aaron shares the kitchen with his right hand, Chef Juan Ceniceros.
I'm gonna do an almond crusted red snapper. You know, it's one of my favorite dishes. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna get my herbs of Provence, a little garlic powder, and just almonds, raw, sliced already. So we're gonna let that sear there. Get that nice little sear there.
Time to get the veggies going. Zucchini and cherry tomatoes are sautéed with a garlic-infused oil, along with fresh okra brought in by a neighbor. That okra looks like the real deal.
Yeah, and it came in today. It came in today.
Wow.
You want to flip this baby?
Just a pinch of salt, pepper, a spoonful of crushed garlic, and a splash of white wine. It's time to plate.
Lemon butter sauce we make here. Or sometimes I tell us, like, man, you gotta give it a little art and love to it, you know?
Make it look pretty. A drizzle of red chili oil and a lemon basil oil for color and pizzazz. Ching ching.
Ching ching. Salud. That's good.
It's really nice. It's friendly. It's a small town.
Uniquely Texan.
Time for my wine finds of the week, and we are talking big, bold red wines. These wines pair beautifully with the roasted meats of the season. They also make great gift ideas. Some are a splurge, but they're worth it. First, I'm going to start with a Ramian wine. This is the Ramian Crisis Management. This Cabernet blend is a big red with bold tannins, so it will age nicely. Lots of layers here: dark cherries, blackberries, cassis, hints of leather, and tobacco too. I decanted this wine for about 30 minutes, and then it was beautiful with the steak, just under $30. Up next, a wine I absolutely fell in love with. This is the Crow's Cabernet. It's from Napa Valley. This vineyard is located right behind the world-famous, crazy popular Screaming Eagle Vineyards. This luscious red would make the perfect wine gift for the wine fan in your life, even if that person is you. The price on this wine is about $54. It's worth every penny, and you're worth it too. Okay, coming up next, Pinot Noir fans, I wouldn't leave you out. The Crutz Pinot Noir, also a great gift wine. Everyone loves a great Pinot Noir. This is a beautiful wine. It pairs with just any dish on your holiday table. It's a robust style of Pinot, dark cherries, vanilla, a silky finish, and it's priced at about $34 a bottle. Now, a bonus wine. This is called the Cab. Easy to remember the name. It comes from the Lodi region. It's only $15 a bottle. Great gift, great all by itself. As always, found all my wines at H-E-B. Talk about the ultimate gift. Find out how you could win a weekend away at the Houstonian when we come right back. How about a weekend away, complete with spa treatments? This could be your chance. Head to Goodtaste TV right now and sign up for a chance to win a luxurious weekend at the Houstonian. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at Goodtaste with Tanji and on Instagram and Twitter at Tanji Patton. And don't forget, if you missed any of this week's show, you can always catch it online at goodtaste.tv. While you're there, sign up for our newsletter. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Till next time, cheers to good taste.